Hello everybody, it's me again, and today we have another art video. This time I'm drawing one of my OCs, Eevee, receiving a love letter. So, as you all hopefully know, if you haven't been living under a rock, it's Valentine's month, and Valentine's Day is in just a few days. So, I do have a video that's due to drop on Valentine's Day, but I thought I'd post something else while you guys wait. Okay, so I've been trying to improve my art recently, especially my style for humans and humanoids. And I've been referencing Sam Does Arts for a lot of my shading techniques, so I'll give you a link to his YouTube down in the description. So with this piece, I wanted to kind of experiment with not only how I drew, but also how I made the lighting and shading work. So typically, I'll draw a sketch, then I'll go over it with line art, then I'll color. But since I've been trying to learn from Sam Does Arts, I didn't do line art, I just went straight to coloring, using the sketch as an overlay to give me some guidelines. So this is the part that is actually kind of challenging for me, because getting the different values, like the nose and the lips and the eyes, to show up on the face without line art is a bit of a struggle, since I'm not really used to doing that, especially in digital art. But I pushed through, and I'm actually kind of proud with how this turned out. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically just coloring the basics. I don't have to worry about all the different colors right now because I'm just trying to get it all blocked in. The hand was actually pretty hard, but again, I am proud of how that turned out. As you can see, she's holding a letter, which is the love letter, and I assume it was maybe tucked in a bush or like under her pillow somewhere, and she found it and it was addressed to her. She starts reading it, and then it's like, oh wow, I have a secret admirer. Or maybe it's from someone that she knows, and she knows that he likes her, and now she has proof of that. I don't know. It was just a fun little prompt that I got on a prompt generator, and I wanted to draw something, so this is what came out. Alright, so now that our paper is all colored, which took way too long because of the fingers that we had to go around, we're going to move on to the hair. Now the hair I found especially challenging because I wanted to make the warm color not too contrasting to the cool color of her skin, and don't question why she's pale blue. It's just she lives in mushrooms, so she's got to blend in. So don't ask. It's original species stuff. But anyway, not only was the color of the hair challenging, but also just the shape and form. I was using a round brush because, once again, I was trying to study Sam Does Arts technique, and that is the brush she uses. And I'm not exactly used to doing this, but I do like how it turned out. Although getting sharp points was a bit challenging using this brush because, well, it's a round brush. But eventually I did manage to get it by just using the sketch as a guideline to show how high the hair should be going, and just making sure that I did loose, small strokes to represent like the roots of her hair, and then maybe flyaways and small tendrils hanging out of the sides. You know, just normal hair stuff. Actually, fun fact about her hairstyle. When I was originally designing this character, I was having trouble figuring out what her hair should be like, so I just looked up an image and I found this cool braid ponytail type thing, so that's what I ended up doing, and I actually like it, so I've kept it over all her redesigns. And now we move on to some more coloring. Now we have the eyes, and this is a very important part of the character. I mean, people say the eyes are the window to the soul, and I know that sounds really cheesy, but one, it is Valentine's month, and two, it's almost true, because eyes are very important when displaying emotion, and they can convey a lot about how your character is feeling, what she's doing, what's happening. They're just really important. So I wanted to make sure I got those right, as well as the nose, because the nose has been a struggle for me. I'm going to reference Sam Does Arts a lot in this because I'm trying to learn from him. So he says that he imagines his noses as basically like triangles. So I've been trying to use that technique, and I'm not sure it worked exactly, but I'm going to keep practicing. Tell me if you think I got the noses right down in the comments. Alright, and now we move on to just continuing with the coloring, liquefying and flipping around to see what's wrong with everything. Once again, Sam Does Arts uses this technique where he flips his canvas around, and I think a lot of artists, digital artists, do this. So you can't see it in the time lapse, but I did do this a lot. So basically every time I liquefy the face, I've been flipping the canvas. Halfway through, I decided I wanted her skin to have more of a purple tint than a blue tint. So I tried to change that, and it kind of turned out looking like a sickly gray. But, you know what? It's too late now. So, her species does have markings. They're unique to everyone, and for her design, I just can't decide on her markings, so I've been changing them a lot. I guess you guys haven't seen any other drawings of her, so you wouldn't know. But this is just an attempt at making markings that looked cool on her and worked well with her colors. I think it turned out fine. And finally, we have the lighting and shading. I'm pretty proud of this, although I think it could be better. There is a point when you just have to stop working on a piece. Alright, and that is the end of this video. I hope you guys had a good time watching, and I hope you have the very best Valentine's Day. Because it's about love, and you should love yourself, love your family, love your friends. Just be kind, and have a great weekend. Alright, bye.